that, oh, hello. Oh, what led to this iconic moment that would eventually become a part of almost every kid's music library in middle school? That's right. The rise of cup stacking. One day I walked into PE with my black Sophie shorts on, or maybe my bright pink neon ones from Justice. I'm not sure. One of the two. And there I saw it.
Did you guys know that they made jumbo speed stacks?
The first time that I would ever learn about the concept of cup stacking, I was terrible at it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But if you're like me, being terrible at things is just not an option because it hurts my ego too much due to childhood trauma of needing to be good at things so I can feel somebody was proud of me. So, yeah, I told myself I'd get good at speed stacking. And after a week of doing it during PE, I did not feel satisfied. Therefore, I joined the cup stacking club. It was before school 2 times a month on Wednesdays. And because my mother was obviously not going to drive her kids separately, that also meant my siblings had to get to school early. I was made fun of quite often by them. But I didn't care that my siblings thought I was a loser because in my heart, deep down, I knew I was gonna be a cup stack Olympian. Yeah. Jordy McNeil also made a video about cup stacking and it is a banger. But I'm gonna do all I can to make this video different from hers, of course, which should be quite easy because I have 0 footage of me trying to become a cup stack Olympian. I'm sure it's on my iPod Touch somewhere in a landfill. But later on, oh man, will there be cup stacking clips? And with that, I'm going to provide my friend and fellow YouTuber, Choopo, a show that he will never forget. But I am gonna add Jordy's video in the description because guys, it's so good. It's such a good video. Before I get into the quite messed up history of cup stacking, we gotta call our boy Choopo. I have a special guest today, and this is extra special because faceless YouTuber Choopo is going to be showing his face for the first time today. Hold for applause. All right, Choopo, take off the mask.
You didn't give it. How do I?
There you guys go. There's Choopo.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. I got some sparkling ice, strawberry.
All right, so I have a really important question for you today, Choopo.
I suppose I'll allow it.
What do you know about cup stacking?
Well, I believe cup stacking is a refined sport, and it is beloved across the world. It is a sport relying on elegance, balance, structure, and most importantly, reaction. I think it is extremely important for players to recognize their value and recognize that value of this.
I actually am gonna call you out. You said you have never done cup stacking once in your life. So
The interviewee is a liar and a fraud. I'm an honest, genuine person. Here I am being insulted and attacked.
Yeah.
By this individual. I was offered $65 US to appear on this, and here you are, and here you are, and here you are, and here you are. I would let you die for 4 of these.
I am going to be performing for you on this call. I'm holding for you to give me applause. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa! Yeah!
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where to start.
Lackluster form.
That was called a fumble. Terminology of cup stacking that actually, that was an example. I'm teaching you about cup stacking, and that is called a fumble.
I don't mean to put pressure on you, but if you mess up again, I'm going to subject your viewers into watching me chug this whole thing. Do you understand?
Okay, how about regardless, you do that anyways?
I will do it.
I had a backtrack.
You're running out of time.
I'm running out of cup. I'm not running out of time.
Who's this video sponsored by the way?
Adam and Eve. That was all child's play. What if I told you, Choopo, that was an act?
Really? Well...
No. Choopo. He asked to do this, guys. Choopo. Oh, he took a break.
I'm almost done. Give me a second.
You're gonna have a fat tummy ache after this. Yep. Yeah. Do you need to go throw up?
This video was brought to you by Adam and Eve.
Today's video is indeed brought to you by Adam and Eve. If you're looking to spice up some things for you and or your partner, go to adamandeve.com and use code ALLIE for 50% off one item, free shipping in the United States and Canada, plus free rush processing, although there are some exclusions, so just check the item that you want. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video, and now, let's get on with it. That was quite the call. So now let's get into the history of cup stacking or sport stacking or speed stacking, all named technically correct, but we'll get into that very shortly. I don't know if y'all knew this, but cup stacking like kind of has some drama. I'm considering it drama, but I don't really know if anyone else considers it drama. But let's go to the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In my head, before going to write this video, I was like, I'm sure that when I look up the history of cup stacking, you know, it's gonna be originated in ancient Rome or ancient China or something like that, you know? And I would be correct. Cup stacking originated in Southern California in 1981. Kangaroo cup stack.
Hey, editing Allie here. It's no secret that I am dyslexic on my channel, and it's karango. It's not kangaroo. Thank you.
Kangaroo cup stack would have its start after a man named Wayne Godinet came up with the idea when wanting to entertain the kids that were a part of the Boys and Girls Club in Oceanside, California.
We have some very rough, tough neighborhoods in Oceanside.
For many of the kids, the club is a sanctuary where cup stacking becomes a major source of pride in their lives. It helps with self-esteem and other important physical and emotional skills.
First, it began with paper cups, and then just regular plastic cups, but because those would stick together, they then came up with the prototype of adding holes at the bottom of them, which somehow only just now made sense to me. I really never knew why those were there. So I really am learning stuff, aren't I? By the end of the 1980s, he had sold over 25,000 sets of cups, in which created a large enough community where he would host a national cup stacking championship. In the 90s, things would change. Because cup stacking had gained a pretty good amount of hype in the United States, it got a segment on The Tonight Show where this would grab the attention of a PE teacher named Bob Fox. 3 years are about to be mentioned. So, in 1995, Bob begins introducing the concept of cup stacking to students in Colorado. Cool, whatever. In 1997, Bob creates his own championship for cup stacking. They're already, you know, Wayne already has his, but 2 different championships can exist, you know, right? Nothing too wrong with that. 1 year later, in 1998, Bob borrows the blueprint, concept, entire idea from Wayne, and speed stacks is upon us.
These are the most historically significant cups you are ever going to see, because this is what started the plastic cup phenomenon. These are the prototypes.
Listen, I get business, kind of, but yuck. Also, in 1998, he came out with the speed stacking mat, which, hey, was a new idea. Good job. I can only imagine how happy Wayne was with the growth of his idea. And the boost of sales after The Tonight Show, I'm sure, were through the roof. Just for a few years later, a dude sees his idea and completely takes over the entire industry for his name that was attached to the invention and concept of the idea to become fully swept under the rug because one guy had better connections to get it into schools nationwide.
Basically what I'm trying to say here is that it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate that Wayne's idea didn't spark the way that Bob's, you know, initiation into the industry did.
Come down and meet the man that every single stacker in the world needs to pay homage to and thank for what he created.
And if at this point you're kind of like, you know, like, I see where you're coming from, Allie, but I don't know, it doesn't really feel... It gets worse. In 2001, Bob decides to make his own cup stacking association. And guess what? You can only use his brand of cups, aka speed stacks. In my opinion, really doing all he can to just completely erase Kangaroo Cup Stack from the competitive world of what it was becoming and would become.
As the title says, cup stacking, the true story. I am no longer a WSSA or speed stacks rep. He was sanctioning tournaments well before there was other organisations out there. But what it's about in the future, guys, is bringing everyone together, not dividing.
I don't even want to call it sport stacking because get this. In 2005, would rename themselves to the WSSA, World Sport Stacking Association, formally changing the name of the sport.
As a result of this, the creator of Flash Cups, a speed stacks competitor, started the ISSF in 2006. And the whole reason he created it was to circumvent the still valid monopoly of the brand speed stacks in the WSSA.
And if you're still at this point like, yeah, Allie, I don't know. Get this. On the official website of speed stacking, there is a page to review the history of what this sport is. You'd assume Wayne's name would be in there somewhere. No. Bold of you to assume that. The inventor of this sick concept isn't even brought up in the most popular brand's history page of the history of cup stacking. You cannot tell me this isn't strategic. They're trying to rewrite history, everybody. Let me read this for you real quick. Sport stacking originated in the early 1980s in Southern California and received national attention in the 1990s on a segment of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. That's it. Crazy. Also, using your own new term in the sentence that's introducing the concept of cup stacking, all while not even bringing up the actual inventor of the product, is fucking shady. I know I'm getting mad about cups, but guys, you have to understand where I'm coming from. And you know what? To add, in this history of sport stacking page, to have the nerve, oh my god, guys, I'm getting heated. Oh my god, I'm getting heated. Oh my god, to have the nerve to be like, and yeah, it was a small home business. Shady. He created the concept from his home. He perfected the prototype from his home, and you want to come here and be like, he had immediate success.
To clarify, I'm not saying that you can't be a small home business that had overnight success, of course. But contextually with everything is why I felt such a weird, icky reaction while reading that. It just again feels like erasing Wayne's legacy as the inventor of the prototype that speed stacks would heavily succeed off of. They were the ones using paper cups because they didn't have budget for anything else.
So we have to be very conscious of our budget and very creative. And that's when we really started to focus in on just paper cups.
They were the ones discovering that holes had to be in the cups to prevent sticking. And they were the ones that were promoting and working hard for a decade to eventually then get the opportunity to be on The Tonight Show. So while, yeah, Bob, you did some work at home, Wayne did all of his work at home or at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm not going to deny that Speed Stacks was a home business at the start. But when all it took was just shining a second of light on a person of color's invention that he originally made for his community, and you couldn't add just his name in the history section of your website, you couldn't even do that. It doesn't feel like a small home business supporting another small home business, basically, is all I'm mainly trying to say. I mean, there's a lot that I said, but
Bob started Speed Stacks in 1998 in Colorado, and in that same year was asked to present this concept in Texas. Bitch was traveling in the first year that this product came to be. It took almost 10 years for Wayne to sell 25,000. By the start of the 2000s, SpeedStacks was implemented into 55,000 schools' PE programs. Ooh. You guys have to see why I'm frustrated, right? I didn't think speed stacking Bob was the inventor of the concept of cup stacking, okay? I didn't think that. But what's disappointing is that it wasn't invented much earlier than that, and the concept was seen on a TV show of them trying to promote kangaroo stack so that it could have a larger reach to more people in the United States. A lot led up to that. And y'all can say what you want in the comment section, like that's life, baby. That's how the cookie crumbles, but you would not be saying that if you were Wayne. You created this for children in your community and it starts doing well, and by a decade, you sell 25,000 sets of these cups. You have your big break, you go on the Tonight Show, and some fuck in Colorado is like, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do it better. Cup stacking was implemented into schools for a long time too. There wasn't an official stop date, but I asked my friends who were in middle school like 4 or 5 years after me, and they didn't have it. So I assume I was one of the last generations to experience cup stacking in PE class. And hey, god damn it, if it wasn't for Bob, maybe cup stacking wouldn't have become as big as it did. I can admit to that, all right? But that doesn't mean I can't feel upset for somebody's stolen idea. I've hyped up my boy Wayne, you know? And I wish that I had more information about him. I really don't. But in 2022, there was a tweet posted by Mike Levin, who's a US representative, and in this photo is our man Wayne, where Mike is holding a stack of cups next to him for AAPI Heritage Month, because not only did he create cup stacking, but he's also a representative of the Oceanside Samoan Cultural Committee, where they empower and uplift Samoan youth to maintain Samoan cultural values and traditions. Guys, Wayne is so cool.
People may say, well, what happened to Wayne? Where has he been? He's not been anywhere. But what he did is decide at one point to put his heart and soul back into his community. And what he did was kept cup stacking going within Oceanside. But at the end of the day, he never stopped. You can see there the history.
So yes, you can say I'm a little frustrated at the company speed stacking. All right, moving on to my final performance with Choopo. Okay, so Choopo, we had an issue with the last time we filmed, and it was my fault. So I apologize for that.
I know, it was extremely unprofessional and you wasted my time, but that's fine.
Are you excited for the growth that I have accomplished when it comes to cup stacking?
You're paying me to say yes.
I'm not paying you anything. But I have some news for you that I have actually only practiced for about 15 minutes. Which wasn't the plan, but it's what happened. But I feel like I've had a lot of growth within 15 minutes of practice.
A lot can happen in 15 minutes.
A lot can happen in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
So, do you have faith in me to put on a better show than what I gave you last time?
I have about as much faith in you as my parents did in me when I said I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wasn't invited to Thanksgiving 2022, so I mean...
Without further ado, let me perform. Let me be an entertainer.
Okay, if you insist.
So I found out that the reason I was bad when we first called was because I didn't have a mat. I still do not have a mat, so because of that, I created a DIY one where it's just paper towels.
Come hither and prove your worth.
Do the basics first, just to show you that, you know, I know what I'm doing. Are you ready for this? Whoa.
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 What? Where'd it go?
I don't know. I'm under control. Oh, I'm a god. Oh, look at this. Oh. You can't stop me. You can't, well, the end of the mat can stop me, but mentally you can't stop me.
You're going this way, but can you go this way? Holy shit.
Now, I'm gonna show you first slow, and I'm gonna show you slow so you know what's going on. Yeah, that's my cat's tail, ignore that. Just so like you can understand what's happening. This is not for practice because I practiced plenty. But I have some news for you that I have actually only practiced for about 15 minutes.
That's a terrific plan. Hello, Haku.
So first you do the wabba wabba, and then you grab 3 of them, and then
Okay.
you grab 2 of them, and you go ba 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 ba.
Holy.
Then it's not over. You go back
Oh,
to the beginning.
there's more?
There's more. Whoa. And then you go. Whoa. And then you go. Whoa. Medium speed.
Okay. No, that doesn't count. Warm up.
That
warm
doesn't
up.
count.
America's
This-
Got Talent. This big buzzer. Whoa, that was fast.
Okay, this is actually my last one because I do have to get on stream.
3, 2, 1. Stack. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Ali Tricasso's channel. While you're at it, make sure to watch my content. I go by Choopo on YouTube, Choopo. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, all the places you can find. Honestly, you should be watching Choopo instead. So, yeah.
Thank you again, Choopo, for being in this video with me. It was really fun working with another YouTuber on my channel, as I haven't done that since my comeback, like 2 years ago. All of his links will be in the description. I promise y'all, you won't regret it. Makes amazing content. Thank you again, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video. You can use code ALLIE for 50% off one item, as well as free shipping in the USA and Canada, plus free rush processing. Some exclusions apply. Also, I've been streaming again on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so in the description will be my Twitch. You can follow me and know when I'm live. I am gonna go. I'm quite tired. I got very angry about this concept, but once again, I just care about my man Wayne, you know? I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Oh, Haku is jumping on my chair that has my lighting, and now I do not have lighting. And Haku knocked over my lighting, and my lighting fell on the floor.
Ali, I think there's something wrong with your lighting.